The lady said, when your turn comes, Sunny, you can give it to him. No ma'am, he needs to see it right now. The lady said, so much of urgency? She took the note and she went, sir, वो लाइन में एक बच्चा है, उसने कहा आपको अभी पढ़ना होगा. The manager looked, he smiled, and he gave the job to this boy. What had the boy written? The boy had written, sir, I am the 21st child in the line. Please don't decide anything until you see me. In doing that, he had expressed his inspiration. So, when you are faced with difficulty, when you are faced with arduous challenges, what will be your biggest asset? It will be your inspiration. Take a look at the inspiration of Mr. Soichiro Honda. I will finish in 15 minutes and then I'll give you time for questions. Mr. Soichiro Honda, the founder of the Honda automobile empire, he was born in a middle class family and he went to engineering school. So he was inspired to do something. He created a new piston ring and he took it to market it to Toyota Corporation. So Toyota rejected his design. Now when he came back to school, all his classmates made fun of him. You wanted to sell a new design to Toyota? But he was inspired. कोई बात नहीं, हंसने हैं तो हंसने दो. He went back to his design board and he made a new prototype and this time it got selected. So Toyota Corporation placed an order for 100,000 piston rings and they extended the capital to him, loan, to put up his plant. Now he set up his factory with the money, but there was an earthquake in Japan and the whole factory got leveled out. And he had not been inspired, he would have said, no good, useless. So what? I have to succeed. It is so important. So he said, okay, we will make it again. But in the meantime, Japan entered the Second World War. And all the cement was being diverted to the war effort. So there was no cement available to make his factory. But he was inspired. Along with his friends, he found a new way to make cement. And he set up the plant, his factory a second time. In the meantime, the Pearl Harbor attack by Japan on America took place and America entered the Second World War. So the American bombers, they were bombing Japan and they bombed up his factory. Third time gone. But he said, never say die. So in those days, the planes were different. They did not have jet fuel like nowadays. They had to put the gasoline and they used to carry the petrol tanks with them and then they would throw it to lighten their weight. So all those cans were around. He said, these are all gifts of Mr. Truman. He utilized them to make his factory one more time. In the meantime, Japan lost in the Second World War. So they lost all their colonies and all their access to fuel. Now nobody had the fuel to drive Toyota cars. Why will anybody buy new cars? Poor Mr. Honda, his factory was all there, but there was no customers. He didn't even have petrol for his own car. So he had his bicycle. He put a motor onto it and made the first motorcycle and he was driving it. His neighbor said, this is wonderful, can you do it for me? Now he did it for 10-15 people and he said, my, is a marketable idea. Entrepreneur spirit. But he never had the money for a motorcycle factory. What to do? Never say die. He got a list of 8,000 bicycle stockists of Japan, and he hand wrote letters to 5,000 of them. That look, this is the idea. You want a little share? You give me a little money. So 1,800 responded, and he set up the first motorcycle factory. He created a big motorcycle which nobody was interested in. Hill did not give up. He created a smaller model called the Super Cub, and it was an immediate success. After that, he never looked back. In his lifetime, Honda Corporation was employing 100,000 people worldwide. This is inspiration. That is why Henry David Thoreau said, you may lose everything in life but your inspiration, and you will gain it all back. But that person who has lost his inspiration, now he or she is truly bankrupt. The moment we lose our inspiration, we are bankrupt. So be inspired. Third mindset. Fourth mindset. What do you do after inspiration? The intention is also important. Bina brake ki gaadi, maut ki sawari. What are you inspired for? Even Veerappan, that famous dacoit, he was also inspired. Charles Sobraj was also inspired, famous smuggler. But if you want to succeed in life, what you need is a proper intention. See, everybody is doing MBA course here, right? You're all MBA students? So what is your intention? किसी का इंटेंशन है कि पैसे कमा के और मुकेश अंबानी से बड़ा घर बनाए, किसी का इंटेंशन है कि पैसे कमा के माता पिता को देंगे, किसी का इंटेंशन है कि पैसे कमा के अपना परिवार शादी वादी करके सुख में रहेंगे, किसी का इंटेंशन है कि पैसे कमा के नौकरी दिलाएंगे लोग, किसी का इंटेंशन है कि भगवान ने बुद्धि दी है उसका सदुपयोग करेंगे सेवा में, कोई सोचता है कि भाई मेक इन इंडिया हम राष्ट्र की सेवा करेंगे, कोई सोचता है विश्व की सेवा करेंगे। तो पढ़ाई everybody is doing, the intention is the important thing. This I think is the most important thing. So what should be your intention? In 2 years of MBA, do you learn what should be your intention? Of course not. That is why this lecture is also important. You may not be able to discover what my intention is, but at least you are thinking now that I need to ponder over this topic. And if you wish to bring it up in the question answer, you are most welcome. So after intention, what should happen then? Let us say that we have discovered the proper intention. Now will we get success? You will still not get success. You also need proper knowledge. See, every year there are so many startups. And how many startups succeed and how many startups fail? The statistics say that for one success, there are 9 failures. They also had the intention to succeed. So where they missed out? They did not have the technique. So you have to develop the technique. So that technique will come from knowledge. Always keep on upgrading your knowledge. When I was studying, the opportunities were limited. When I was in IIT, from 77 to 82, there was one computer in the whole college. And the computer room was much bigger than this. It was a mainframe computer. And when we used to learn the programming languages, Fortran, Algol, COBOL, Pascal, we used to punch it on the binary, zeros and ones on the card. So any program would run into 100 cards, 500 cards, 1000 cards. Then we used to take the stack of cards to run the program. From there, today the world has moved ahead. The information of equivalent to 500,000 libraries is all available at your fingertips. Through the communication revolution, the information revolution, the technology revolution, 700 million websites on the internet are all accessible. So nobody can say I don't have access to knowledge. But you need the mindset. So even the mindset of how to control my mind is also, first thing is understand the theory, then do the practical. So in any field, keep on upgrading your knowledge. So this is now mindset number 5. Last 2 mindsets. Supposing we have the knowledge, now what to do? How do you implement that knowledge? You know that your placement will depend upon your grades. And you know that grades will need you to study hard. Grades will not be determined by your video games or by your surfing on social media. Then why are you not able to do a better job in your studies? Why does the mind get diverted and distracted? There is lack of self-control. So the 6th mindset is the mindset of self-discipline. Learn self-discipline. What does self-discipline mean? This thing is so enjoyable, but it's not beneficial in the long run. So I will resist. This thing is not enjoyable. To learn a new skill, to develop your personality, but it will help in my growth, so I will do it. In other words, the ability to do the needful even though it is difficult, and to resist the harmful even though it is pleasurable. This is the self-control. That is the 6th mindset. And then the 7th mindset. After you have learned all these and you try and implement them, you will discover problems. So how do you face? Does anybody remember Murphy's law? What is Murphy's law? Anyone? Yes.
If you think something will happen, bad will happen, then eventually bad only will happen.
Okay, that's up. I've heard it differently. Anybody else? Yes.
Negative thinking.
So Murphy's law goes like this. If anything can go wrong, it will. That's Murphy's law. But factually, that is how life is. Problems keep arising. So how do you address problems? This mindset is also important. There was once a piece of wood. It went to a murtikar and said, "Can you make me beautiful?" The murtikar said, "I am ready. Are you ready?" The wood said, "Yes." Murtikar took out the tools and started chiseling. Arey, what are you doing? It's paining me so much. Stop, stop. Murtikar said, if you want to become beautiful, you have to tolerate this pain. So the wood said, all right, but do little bit every day, not too much. Be little kind-hearted. The wood gave permission. The Murtikar again started his Pugana. The wood kept on screaming, enough for today, not tomorrow. The Murtikar was not listening. And one day it became a beautiful murti. And it got established on the altar in the temple of God. Similarly, we all want to become beautiful from inside. We want the ornaments of good qualities and good virtues. If you want to develop all that, you have to be willing to face problems. In lack of problems, you will get external enjoyment. But the inner beauty will come when you face the problems and you grow from inside. So the mind is set of growing in the face of problems. See, what I have tried to establish here is that success, happiness, fulfillment, the resource that we are running on the outside, I need this, I need this, I need this, but the biggest resource is inside, how you think. And how you repeatedly think will become an attitude or a mindset. So, all you need to do is to change your thoughts and everything will come to you. So I have actually, I gave this, what I have given you in 1 hour, I gave this as a 7-day workshop in America in 20 cities. And then people, they said, Swamiji, can you please put this in the form of a book? So that is when I wrote the book, and then when we approached the publishers, Amazon India's publication wing, Westland, they jumped at it and they just published this a few weeks ago. So 7 Mindsets for Success happened So based on this, I have given you a little lecture. I will be happy to answer your questions. And at the end, if anybody wants the book, we will be giving it out today at 20% discount what the publisher has given us. We will pass it on and I will be happy to sign it. And besides that, I have uploaded a happiness challenge, our media team. So Ayush and Sukti, so they are our media team. They are doing seva for our organization. And they have uploaded 21 videos of mine. Each video is 5 to 7 minutes. In a series playlist called Happiness Challenge. We will give out the cards to you. You can just scan this card, the QR code, and it will take you straight to the playlist. Alright? And we also have a WhatsApp seva. So every day we send some audio, some video, some quotation. What you need to do is, you can just save this number on your smartphone, and from your WhatsApp you send us a message with your name, your city, which is Baroda. And if you want an email also, you can send us your email. We will put you on our mailing list and we will send you regular wisdom through these online platforms. Once again, I'd like to express my pleasure and extreme privilege and being invited out here at the Faculty of Management Studies of the great FMS University of Baroda, and it has been a pleasure to meet all of you. Thank you very much.
Anyone who has any questions may please raise your hand. We will give you the mic.
Pranam Swamiji. How do we maintain consistency? Like, how can I tell myself every day that I need to be positive, I need to be responsible, I need to have an intention, I need to have an inspiration? How do I remind myself that I acquire new knowledge every day? How do I implement it? How do I control it?
Right. It's very easy to bring positivity for a little while, but to make it consistent requires effort. What will be important is repeated practice. This phrase, practice makes perfect, is applicable to all spheres of life. So if you decide that I wish to be positive, you will have to set up a practice. One of the best ways to do it is to open a spiritual diary. And then you sit right down out there. This is my goal. This is how I wish to be. And then morning you remind yourself, I have a resolve to be positive. At night you check up, was I positive today? Where is it that I slipped? Tomorrow I'll try and do better. So the spiritual diary is also called a journal nowadays. It's like a self-help tool. You set it up for yourself and keep on working on the inner workshop, and the results definitely come.
Radha Rama Swamiji, we're all graced by your presence. I have been seeing your discourses since a long time. Swamiji, I wanted to know that how do we, at this particular age, strike the right balance in terms of living a materialistic life, focusing on success, that is what we define and to be, and at the same time devote ourselves to the Lord, engage in the services also.
Even in your, what do you do?
So I'm a civil engineering graduate. I joined my father's business team.
Alright, fine. So whatever you are doing in life, you add something to it, your life becomes better. You add something further, you get further enriched. So in the same way, when you utilize the spiritual science, it doesn't have to reduce the other things. It only adds to it. Because all the knowledge that I have given you will teach you how to improve your attitude to your work, your attitude towards others, your attitude towards life. So all that you were doing before, you will be able to do better. The important thing is that spirituality is teaching you to change from within. It's not that you also have to wear saffron clothes, right? So, take a look at the Bhagavad Gita. The listener of the Bhagavad Gita was Arjuna. Before the Gita, he had his profession, he was a warrior. After he got this knowledge, he was following the same profession. Now you say, what was the big change then? He was doing the same kind of thing. The change was all from inside. All the knowledge that I have given you is to help you change from inside. If you want to practice it and bring the balance in your life, what you need to do is to take out some time every day. Just like people, they exercise because they know to remain healthy, you must have some exercise every day. So similarly, for your spiritual enrichment, you must dedicate a little bit of time every day, and all day long you will reap the benefit. Yes, there's one boy out there and raised his hand.
Namaste Swamiji. How to control our aggressiveness?
Can you elaborate what you mean by aggressiveness?
Sir, actually, talking about myself, sir, I became angry with a very small period of time. So, sir, don't know how to control my aggressiveness.
See, everybody has different natures. Somebody is by nature very docile. That is also a problem. Somebody is by nature very aggressive. That is also a problem. Right? So if your nature is aggressiveness, what to do? You divert it in the right direction. You become angry upon yourself. So many times I have decided that I must get this level of grades and still I become careless. I thought I do better. Right? So when you become angry at yourself, you will only be improving yourself, you will be forcing yourself. So whether it is anger, whether it is desire, whether it is greed, you divert it in the proper place, the proper direction, and it becomes your friend. Okay, this side. Let's come to this side.
As you said that one should be satisfied with what he or she is having. But don't you think that dissatisfaction is the way to improve yourself, like to compare with others and you can improve yourself then?
See, I never use the word satisfied.
Like as you said, being in MSU you should be satisfied. Like you should be like grateful that others are not having that privilege that you are having.
Grateful. Feel grateful. So, now see your question, I still understand your question. Her question is that if you are satisfied with what you have, then how will progress happen? Remember? To feel grateful is different from feeling satisfied. You are grateful, oh God, you have given me the opportunities to study out here. Now, I must make the best out of it. That feeling, along with gratitude, when you feel gratitude, you will automatically desire to utilize it to the best. So, feel satisfied in certain places, feel dissatisfied in certain places. Santoshastrishu kartavyah swadare bhojane dhani trishu naiva cha kartavyah swadhyaye japadanayo. In certain things, be satisfied. In the food that you eat, in the spouse that you have got. भगवान ने जैसा गोबर गणेश दिया ठीक है जो भी है. The wealth that you have, but never be satisfied in your knowledge, in your study of the books of wisdom, in your remembrance of God, and in your effort to serve and give in charity. Alright, so it is an art where satisfaction is helpful and where it is unhelpful.
Namaste Swamiji. We live with different people, we study with different people. Some of whom might be, most of might be positive and some of are negative. I see every people is a positive. So it becomes problem for me in future.
Okay. If I am understanding your question rightly, we should always see the good in others. Correct? So you always see the good qualities in others, it will keep your mind positive. But that doesn't mean that you trust everybody. If you start trusting everybody, you will definitely be in trouble. Alright? There were two beggars in the park sitting on the bench at 11 o'clock. The